Hello, warriors, traders. Very weak dollar. That's the way the dollar reacted. We have a breakout in euro over 105. I missed it. In fact, I got taken out of my short pound position on that. The yen trade worked. TLT worked. Bitcoin was the best call yesterday, talking about that higher low. We've had pretty good follow through in Bitcoin. After the presidential address, the market's lower. Here's the way I see the market. I know it's, hard to be actionable, but you have to pick a side. That we're either going to crash into OPEX the end of March, or we're going to get that little bear market rally, maybe even a pretty good bear market rally. I think a lot's going to turn on the jobs report. Maybe we don't have a weak jobs report like we did today with ADP. So yields have eased a little bit, and we're going to get to the charts in a minute. Just waiting for my light to come on here so that everyone here on Periscope could see it. There we go. All right. So, I want you guys to take this to heart. If you follow, I know you follow other people. If they don't talk about being wrong, run away. Simple advice. Okay, let's go to the markets now. Let's start with Dixie. So Dixie really accelerating to the downside, no divergence. It's almost like a crash. It's precipitous right now. So you would think gold would be flying. It's not. It may end up flying, but we came into this 2020 area. Silver actually outperforming, has gone through some resistance here at 32, looks pretty good. And the gold silver ratio looks to be turning. I thought there might be one more rally to 34, but that hasn't happened. Want to show the Bitcoin idea from yesterday was this. We were at this higher low right here. I said, you could buy it here. It's respectable that it's holding, and hope you're early and buy more at 75. Well, this was a pretty good buy. You should be taking some profits. I mean, it was good for about 8 grand from yesterday morning. It's got to clear this 92 and stay above 92 to get that move up towards, new highs. So that's the way Bitcoin looks. I want to show you the difference between, well, now the yen is being pressured right here. But you see the difference between the relative strength of the yen not making new lows yet. I'm not saying it won't, and the dollar collapse. So you guys know that I was talking what we need to close is over 105, and we have it over 105, and I wouldn't chase this, but what a move. The only one that's bringing up the rear is Aussie, and it's up 36. So dollar definitely taking big hits today. We're getting, some type of compromise between the Trump administration in both Canada and Mexico. And so when we got down to this low, when I was here with you guys yesterday, I bought it. So, probe, take partials, and then protect. So, I break even stops under the low, the move. You guys know I was talking about a potential top in TLT, and we're up today, but it's not great. Maybe we're headed towards new highs, but it sure looked like a top might be developing here. We do have divergence. If it tries to make a new high, it's not going to confirm. But under this low, I still think that we could head lower. I'd still sell rips in TLT and be wrong over the high. This last high diverged pretty good. So we're getting that kind of weakness. Crude's breaking down. The important part of that is that we're approaching that line that I've been talking about for a long time on the weekly. Okay. We're almost there. We're about $3 away. So we'll see what kind of divergences are already starting to build on the 4 hour. Look, you have one here. See, so getting ready for this capitulation in crude to try something. I still think there's going to be a geo event in the Middle East. And looking at the markets again here, we're getting nice pops in the miners. Here's the silver. With the silver acting pretty good, miners may be ready for a run. Yesterday kind of changed the picture when silver came back, and today breaking through resistance. And of course, silver needs a bear market in the dollar. Well, it's getting one. You know, all of these look good. Look at this 3 drive on Fortuna, Endeavor, 3 drive. So you could probably take a shot at some of these silver shares, see if we get a rally back in silver back over 34, see if that carries it. Gold shares are not as strong, but they're not having a terrible day either. You know, I still can't get bullish. Newmont, you know, this is a pretty big break. Maybe we rally back to 45. GDX, you know, looks all right. It never got down to my buy zone, um, leaving it alone. You know, this one has really come to life. B2 Gold. And here's your juniors ETF. So at least you know where you're wrong on the silver here. The problem I see with this market correction is that it's probably more than a market correction when you have things like Bank of America in a matter of 2 days losing 10%. XLF, same situation. You know, pretty negative action in banks, and that's with rates easing, right? So, you know, I'm top picking TLT, and also, you know, trying to top pick the 10-year or for higher yields. And here's KRE. They're actually the smaller banks, the regionals, led it, but they almost look a little better. So quick look at Amazon, 2 drives. Apple, is it breaking down? It's trying to break down right here at 233. So that looks ugly. Let's see what NVIDIA's doing. NVIDIA's holding up, you know, pulling back a little bit here. We rallied in the aftermarket. I don't know what to do. If I'm going to be right about a rally in S&P's, a 2 week rally, maybe we get back to 28 or so in NVIDIA, which would be a decent short. I think I've covered the board with you guys. Here's Hecla, another one. Looks like it's coming out of a base. So, you know, we may not be headed here, but these silver stocks, you could get like, you know, a nice tradable rally, some type of retracement move from the recent break. That looks okay. And then I think it's time to start paying attention to uranium, and this is best to breed. I think that we're potentially putting in the bottom, maybe one more low. And I think that's all. I think I've covered everything. So you have a breakdown in the dollar. The thing that I got right was the euro pound. Look at this move. So it was down here, and I said the euro pound was shifting, which means um, if you're bullish foreign currency, the euro is your preferred long. Except I was at the time looking for a pullback in the dollar and was short cable. So you can see cable, not the same type of muscle that euro pound had. This is a big move in euro pound. This is a big move in the dollar. You guys know long term I'm looking for 95. So I guess we have to wait for the next setup. Never pays to chase, but this momentum is intense. We'll see what happens there. And we'll see if the yen holds. If it makes another new low, it's going to diverge. I'll try it again because I don't think that we're that far away from some type of TLT top. And those are my calls. The next one's yours. See you in the room. Remember, mark your calendar. Tomorrow's Peter Grandich. So we're going to talk about the whiz kid from Wall Street, a bit about his life story, and then we'll do a trip around the markets. And I'll just give you a hint. Peter Grandich says the U.S. is already technically bankrupt. See you tomorrow, everyone. Don't just